Hello, and welcome to our journey through one of the world's most dynamic cities. Today, we are exploring the incredible story of Hong Kong. Ancient traditions, futuristic skylines, vibrant energy, delicious food, breathtaking views. We will travel through time together. Simple fishing villages, transformed into a global powerhouse. Join us as we uncover the layers of history that make Hong Kong so unique. We promise to show you a side of this city you have never seen before. Its earliest days. The bustling metropolis it is today. Imagine a place where every street corner tells a story. That is Hong Kong. Our journey is structured in a special way. We will explore Hong Kong through a then-to-now timeline. This approach will help us see the incredible transformation of the city. For every famous landmark we visit, we will first turn back the clock. We will see what it looked like in the past. Then, we will jump forward to the present day. We will see how that same location has evolved into the bustling, modern site we know today. For example, we will visit Victoria Peak. We will learn about its origins as a colonial-era signaling station. Then, we will enjoy the stunning panoramic views that millions of visitors see today. We will ride the historic Star Ferry, understanding its role in connecting the city for over a century. We will explore the origins of classic dishes like dim sum, wonton noodles, egg tart. Food is a huge part of Hong Kong's culture and identity. Together, we will walk through the pages of history. We will stand in the shadows of towering skyscrapers and wander through ancient temples. We will uncover the heart of this incredible city, one story at a time. Let's begin our exploration of Hong Kong, a city that perfectly blends its rich past with a dazzling present. The story starts now, long before towering skyscrapers pierced the clouds. This land was a quiet, rugged coastline. Archaeological discoveries show human activity over 6,000 years ago. They survived by hunting, gathering, and fishing in the South China Sea. You can still see echoes today in places like Aberdeen Harbour, where some families still live on traditional boats. As we move forward in time, our story brings us to the era of the great Chinese dynasties. By the 17th century, the area we now call Hong Kong was officially part of the Qing Empire. However, for the powerful emperor far away in Beijing, this remote southern coastline was of little importance. One of these forts was the Kowloon walled city, a place that would later become legendary for very different reasons. In fact, the name Hong Kong itself is believed to mean fragrant harbor, likely referring to the scent of incense factories that once lined the coast of Aberdeen. The early 19th century brought a dramatic and irreversible change to Hong Kong's destiny. This change arrived on the sails of foreign ships. European traders, led by the powerful British Empire, were desperate to buy Chinese goods like tea, silk, and porcelain. They found their answer in a powerful and destructive drug, opium. Commissioner Lin Zexu took his task very seriously. He surrounded the foreign trading warehouses in Canton and demanded that the merchants hand over all their opium. The desire to protect their lucrative drug trade, combined with national pride and commercial ambition, led to a fateful decision. The British government decided to send a powerful military expedition to China. The First Opium War, which lasted from 1839 to 1842, was a completely one-sided conflict. Facing overwhelming military defeat, the Qing government had no choice but to negotiate. In August 1842, they signed the Treaty of Nanking. But there was one more crucial clause in the treaty. Article 4 stated that China would cede the island of Hong Kong to Her Majesty, the Queen of Great Britain, etc., in perpetuity. And so, on January 26, 1841, even before the treaty was officially signed, the British flag was raised at Possession Point on Hong Kong Island. A new era had begun. With Hong Kong now under British control, the transformation began almost immediately. The British set out to build a new colonial city, a bastion of trade and power on the edge of the Chinese Empire. The deep, sheltered harbor started filling with ships from all over the world. It was established as a free port, a magnet for merchants and entrepreneurs. This explosion of trade fueled incredible population growth. People from the neighboring Chinese province of Guangdong flocked to the new colony in search of opportunities. This created a fascinating and often divided society. The British and other Westerners lived in grand houses, while the Chinese population lived in crowded tenements. The British soon realized that to fully control and protect the harbor, they needed to control the land on the other side. The result was the 1860 Convention of Peking. China was forced to cede the Kowloon Peninsula south of what is now Boundary Street. In 1898, Britain secured a 99-year lease for a huge expanse of land that became known as the New Territories. The New Territories were mostly rural, a buffer zone of mountains, farmland, and ancient walled villages. As Hong Kong entered the 20th century, it was a city of stark contrasts. Victoria Peak was now accessible by the Peak Tram, allowing wealthy residents to escape the heat. Down below, life for the vast majority of the Chinese population was very different. They lived in densely packed urban areas, often in cramped and unsanitary conditions. Hong Kong also became a place of refuge. Whenever there was turmoil in mainland China, waves of people would cross the border, seeking stability and safety. Yet, a new culture was being forged. It was a hybrid culture, blending Eastern traditions with Western influences. The prosperity and relative stability of Hong Kong came to an abrupt and brutal end in December 1941, when the Empire of Japan launched its invasion of the colony. On Christmas Day 1941, after 18 days of fighting, the British governor surrendered. Life in Hong Kong became a nightmare. Food became extremely scarce, and starvation was rampant. The occupation finally ended in August 1945. The British returned, but the war had left deep scars. The city was in ruins. Rebirth and resilience. In the post-war years, the resilience of the Hong Kong people shone through. They cleared the rubble and restarted their lives. Then came a new challenge. In 1949, the end of the Chinese Civil War triggered a massive wave of migration. They included wealthy industrialists, especially textile manufacturers from Shanghai. They brought money, machinery, and entrepreneurial drive. Squatter camps sprang up on hillsides to house the newcomers. The city became a manufacturing giant. The label "Made in Hong Kong" became familiar across America and Europe. To house the ever-growing population, the government launched an ambitious public housing program. By the 1980s, the economy began to shift. Hong Kong pivoted to become a global financial center. Hong Kong became one of the 4 Asian tigers, alongside Singapore, South Korea, and Taiwan. Amidst the dazzling economic success, a shadow loomed on the horizon. It was a date circled on the calendar, July 1st, 1997. The British government, led by Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, began negotiations with the Chinese government, led by Deng Xiaoping. Finally, in 1984, the two sides reached an agreement. It was called the Sino-British Joint Declaration. China agreed that after 1997, Hong Kong would be governed under a new principle, summed up in a simple but powerful phrase: one country, two systems. The night of June 30th, 1997, was etched into memory. A torrential downpour soaked the city. At the stroke of midnight, the British Union Jack was lowered. It marked the end of 156 years of colonial rule. The red flag of the People's Republic of China was raised. The transfer of sovereignty was complete. Hong Kong was part of China again. The next morning, people woke to a new reality. Soldiers from the Chinese People's Liberation Army moved into former British barracks. In the years since the 1997 handover, Hong Kong has continued its journey of navigating a complex new identity. It has weathered economic crises, like the 1997 Asian financial crisis and the 2003 SARS outbreak, demonstrating its resilience. Debates over the preservation of Hong Kong's unique freedoms have sometimes spilled onto the streets in the form of massive public demonstrations. A distinct Hong Konger identity has become stronger. It is an identity built on a unique blend of Eastern and Western cultures, the Cantonese language, and a shared history of struggle and success. Now let's explore some of Hong Kong's most famous sights, starting with a view that will take your breath away. We are heading up to Victoria Peak. Let's turn back the clock. In the early days of the colony, the peak's value was purely strategic. The British military built a signal station here. Today, millions of visitors flock here every year for the stunning panorama. It is the ultimate Hong Kong photo opportunity. The biggest change came in 1888 with the opening of the Peak Tram. Today, riding it is an essential tourist experience for everyone. From the heights of the peak, we now descend to the heart of the city, Victoria Harbour. And there is no better way to experience it than by taking a ride on the iconic Star Ferry. Its story begins in 1888. A Parsi cook named Dorabji Nauroji Mithaiwala started a ferry service to cross the harbour. For over a century, these humble ferries have been the city's workhorse, carrying millions across the water. Riding the Star Ferry is like traveling through a living timeline. The view has changed dramatically, but the journey remains the same. Let's dive into the vibrant, chaotic, and utterly captivating world of Hong Kong's street markets. But these markets were not created for tourists. In the past, these were simply the places where ordinary people did their daily shopping. As tourism boomed, these authentic spots began to attract visitors. The local stall had become a global attraction. Today, these markets are a fascinating blend of then and now. They show us how Hong Kong has always been a city of traders and entrepreneurs. For our final stop, we leave the dense urban jungle behind and travel to the tranquil heights of Lantau Island, home to the Tiantan Buddha. The statue's history is more recent than you'd think, but it was built by the kowloon monastery, which dates back to 1906, when it was a remote place for quiet contemplation. The statue was completed in 1993, a bold decision to create a major Buddhist center and draw pilgrims and visitors. A place of peace born from great ambition, the perfect final stop on our tour of then and now. Our journey through time has now come to a close. We have seen how Hong Kong was born from a clash of empires, shaped by war, and built by resilience. We stood atop Victoria Peak, crossed the harbor on the historic Star Ferry, and dove into the vibrant chaos of the street markets. This idea of a living timeline is what makes Hong Kong so endlessly fascinating. The past is never truly gone here. It coexists with the present on every corner. It is this unique blend of influences that has forged the resilient, pragmatic, and truly one-of-a-kind character of the Hong Kong people and the city they call home. Thank you for joining us on this incredible exploration of Hong Kong. We hope this journey has given you a deeper appreciation for this remarkable city. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below to share your own Hong Kong experiences or what you would like to see next. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more journeys through the world's most fascinating places. Until then, travel safely and stay curious.